Nah, don't get scared. Hurts, man. On my phone, I just did a video. It was a great video. It cut out on me. It was supposed to be like a 25-minute video. I really would like to just go inside and record, uh, like one of those shorts. My wife and I, people ain't for colorful. All I was doing was sitting out here though, minding my business. He came down, and he came down here to be nosy. I already know he did. He came down here to be nosy, to see what I was doing, to see if I was up to no good. I already know what that was about. He can play the funk all he wants. If it had been any other color down here, he wouldn't have came down here. But it is what it is. So I really want to record another video. I'm gonna just keep talking until I see some people come in here. Hopefully somebody will come in the comment section. Somebody please come in, because I really don't want to pour my heart and soul into this video right here just to have it cut out on me. I don't want that. I'd rather just talk a little bit. I'm gonna talk. I'm just gonna get on here and I'm gonna talk, man. Till some people get in here. I just want to see somebody get in here. I have to do live chats, y'all. It's frustrating. I would love to do regular videos. The problem is with that, I have an older phone. I'm not afraid to tell you, I have an iPhone 11. It's an older phone, so the reception is not great at all. I'm gonna just be real. I'm gonna keep it a buck. 6-year-old phone going on 7 years. It's not gonna have the best quality. It's not gonna have the best production. It's not gonna have the best performance. So I'm doing another video outside. I really don't want to go inside of the building. Like I said once before, this is a private area in Nevada, and I really don't want to go inside roaming the halls recording content, because then they might I don't know, they might really be on my ass. And my wife is trying to sleep, and that's gonna be hard because I really don't want to wake her up, and I don't want to be roaming the halls. And when I do my video recording, I really don't like everybody in my business. So, you know, I don't really know. So I'm just gonna get on here and stay on here, and I'm gonna probably just look at the content of this video right here. I'm just getting on here. I'm just talking a little bit right here, y'all. This probably be a little short vid. I'm gonna probably make it about 7 minutes. Just do a trial run on it. This is not really a topic. This is just something. I'm just on here because I'm trying to see if my video gonna even turn out right. Because, like I said, I refuse to pour 30 minutes into something and it don't work out. You know it ain't gonna work. You know the reception bad. You trying it anyway. Yeah, that's why I'm doing a little short video. But while I might as well make somewhat of a content out of it, I'll go ahead and make it a content. Sometimes, guys, you can pour your heart and soul into something and still may not get results. We're gonna talk about that right quick. Sometimes you can. You can pour your heart and soul into things and you still might not get the results. I'm sorry. So that's why I'm gonna make this one a short vid. And if I see the content come out good, then I'm gonna go ahead and make longer form. But right now I'm gonna just make like a 3-minute video. But don't give up. Sometimes you can put your heart and soul in some things. Sometimes you make it put your heart and soul in a marriage, a relationship. You can put your heart and soul into a car, and then you put all your money in it. You tie all your money up in it, and it can break down. It's just life, guys. There's nothing we can do about those things right there. There's nothing we can do about it. But I want you to do though in this season is just keep your head up in this season. Listen, y'all, I'm out of here like last year. I love all you guys. Cook, boom. I'm not even gonna put a subtitle on this video yet, because I need to go back and watch it. I just want to see how it played out. If this video played out, I'm gonna take a chance and I'm gonna try to record another one. If it don't come out good, I'm not recording no more tonight. Not here in this area, but I really, like I said, I really don't want to be roaming the halls. It's like 4:36 in the morning. I really don't want to be roaming the halls and recording videos, and I really don't want to be standing there. Security guard already giving me a hard time without actions. That's another thing I need you guys to understand. Sometimes people can give you a hard time without actions. Uh, Becoming famous 21. Please tell me you can hear me, man. Please, bro. Please tell me you can hear me. Please, 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 pretty please. It's me, backside. What's up, man? Can you hear me pretty good? Please. Okay, good. Thank you, God. Bro. Man, I tried to make a video, man, and the video that I made, man, it was I'm gonna like this video. It may Sound like I'm kind of off topic, but I didn't want to pour a lot. If my video lagging or anything, it it lagging real hard, bro. Damn, it's doing it again. It's lagging like really bad. Okay, let me move somewhere else. All right, let me go right here. I'm out to go in, bro. I'm gonna have to go in. What about now? What about now? How is it now? All right, I'm gonna sit right here. I'm gonna stand right here, man, because I don't want to have to do this video again. How is it now? Let me know how it is now, because I'm about to go in on this video. But if it work out, if you can hear me, do you remember me? I'm asking, yeah. But I want to know, can you hear me? Because I don't want to pour my heart and soul into this video and it don't turn out good. I changed my name. Yeah, I remember you, but I want to know if you can hear me now. I just came from inside. I was standing outside and I just came in. Because if you can't hear me, I don't want to put heart and soul into this content. I want to know if you can hear me. Yes, 10 times better. Good. Okay. All right. That's good. That's good. Okay. Great, 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 great. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get this topic off. All right. This is part 2 of what I just talked about. But I do remember you, bro. Thank you for rocking the slide with me, bro. I greatly appreciate you and I love you. Part 2 of what I just talked about. Guys, this is today's topic. Y'all stay with me one second. I got to look at my notes, okay? Bear with me. All right? People must be consistent often. This is today's topic. People must be consistent often. But being consistent daily is the inevitable. I'm going to say the topic again. I want to get this right, y'all, because it's pissing me off. I put my heart and soul into this content outside. I'm in Nevada, and it's bad reception at this resort that I'm at. So it pissed me off that I got to redo this content, but I'm going to do it again, okay? I'm going to say the topic for the 3rd time because I want to make sure y'all got it. Today's topic is going to be staying consistent. I said it wrong again. People must be consistent often. This is today's topic. People must be consistent often, but being consistent is the inevitable. Okay, that's today's topic. All right, I think I said it enough. What do I mean by that? Being consistent often, is what you need to do, but it's the inevitable. Like you can try all day long to try to be consistent, but doing it daily is the inevitable. You're gonna slip up from time to time again, just like me. What's the topic? Today's topic, man, is being consistent. Let me tell you again, because I mess up. People must be consistent often, but being consistent daily is the inevitable. I'm gonna say it until I'm black and blue in the face because I want people to get it. Today's topic is gonna be people must be consistent often, okay? But being consistent daily is the inevitable. I wanna make sure I get that out good and clear. So what that means is you must be consistent often. You must go to the gym each and every day. You must work out often each and every day. But you're not gonna be able to do it daily. Reason that is things in life are going to happen. Okay, it's the inevitable. There's nothing you can do about it. You might, let's just say, okay, let's say you might have got away from drinking. You might have got away from, and I hope security don't get me because I'm here recording. It's bad reception out there, so I hope they don't come down here and give me a hard time. I ain't trying to get in trouble. I'm just trying to record. So you might play football. You might be playing sports, and you might say, man, you know, I'm gonna run a full sprint today. I'm gonna make sure I tackle everybody on the offensive line. I'm gonna make sure the defense dominate. Then you go out there and slip up on the play. Don't beat yourself up when these type of things can happen. It's gonna be the inevitable. You're not gonna win every play. You're gonna get beaten on certain plays. You might be a wide receiver. You might go out there and say, I'm not gonna drop the ball. I'm not gonna drop the ball. I'm gonna be consistent. You might have had 100 games where you're consistent and you may drop the ball. It's going to happen. It's the inevitable. It don't matter how much you try to be consistent, guys. These type of things are gonna happen. Oftentimes, guys, here's the problem I have. Darius, what's up with you, bro? What's up with you, man? Anybody who get in here, I'm gonna just keep on renaming the topic. I'm gonna keep renaming it because I want it to be redundant. Today's topic, because I feel like the more I get it in here, man, I'm here in Nevada, bro, enjoying myself. Today's topic is being consistent is a must, okay? But being consistent daily is the inevitable. That's today's topic. Being consistent is a must, but doing it daily is the inevitable, man. Like you're gonna slip up from time to time again. Let's say you might quit drinking, you know what I'm saying? You might say, I'm not going to drink no more. I'm not going to drink no more. You might go 5 or 10 years without drinking, but it may come a point where you might drink again. You might lose a loved one, Lord forbid. You might lose your mother. You might lose your father. I'm just saying these things in general. Things may happen where it may turn you back to the breaking point. You know what I'm saying? These type of things in life, they happen, you know. They can happen. It's life. Don't beat yourself up. But here's the problem I have when people constantly, right? People constantly go back down the same rabbit hole. Sometimes in life, guys, I need you guys to understand, sometimes you can go do something and sometimes there's no point of return. Like, let's say you were a recovering crackhead. You might say, you know what? God don't deliver me from the pipe. You know, he delivered me from this. He delivered me from that. You may mess around if you're not careful. You can end up turning back to your old and wicked ways. And it could be something from the point of return where you may not be able to turn back. We got to be very careful of this type of stuff right here, y'all. I don't know if y'all remember the movie New Jack City. Old movie came out in the early 90s, whatever. And it's Pookie. I know y'all remember Pookie. Pookie was a crackhead in this movie. Ice-T wanted him to, he knew that Wesley Snipes was in a drug game. He was wanting Chris Rock to, you know, find out where they was hiding the drugs, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, Ice-T gave the brother a chance. He said, you know what, man, I want you to get clean. I want you to go to rehab, blase, blase, clean yourself up, boom, okay. Now, what Chris Rock did, he wasn't able to turn from, because when he went in there, he ended up going back. He ended up going back to doing crack. He ended up taking the pills and all that. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes we can do these type of things and you can't come back from them. He ended up dying. They ended up killing the dude. Sometimes you can be out here having sex, rare diseases with random women. You know, you might do that one time and you can get burnt. You can get a rare disease and you might not overcome that situation. So that's why I got you guys to understand. Sometimes you keep dipping in something. Sometimes you can dip into it one time and you can get scorched, and that could be the end of it. It could be TKO. You know, like I said, I'm not on here to brag. I'm not on here to toot my own horn. Years ago, before I got married, I was a gigolo. I was a male whore. I'm not going to lie. Slept with multiple women. I'm not bragging. But I'm just simply saying is God had a calling for my life. And, you know, he gave me millions of chances. But eventually, if I didn't stop going down that rabbit hole and that path of destruction, he could have took me up out of here. What's going on with you? Let's get some of these shout outs in. Becoming famous, Darius Wall. I don't know what happened to Darius Wall. That's my son-in-law. VRQTOT, what's going on with you? Today, man, we talking about being consistent is a must, but being consistent daily is inedible. It's the inedible, man. You're gonna sometimes go back to your old ways, whatever that may be. It might be you might be snorting powder, you might be doing crack, you might be doing cocaine. Something you're gonna slip up on. We all do. It might be something as simple as, you know what? I don't went 5 months without curse. I ain't said one curse word. And then somebody mess around and cut you off at the light. You know what I'm saying? Now you don't slip back up. You don't went back to your old wicked ways just like that. It don't take much. I'm not saying, it doesn't, and I need you guys to understand too, this does not, guys, I'm gonna be redundant here. This does not make you a bad person when these type of things happen. Don't think this makes you a bad person. This does not make you a bad person. But however, if you constantly keep going down the path of destruction and you're doing something over and over again, it does make you a bad person. If you know each and every day, let's say you might be a football player. You know, in order to be consistent, you might have been messing up. You might have been coming to practice. You might have been not getting your drills right because you've been coming to practice high and drunk. Let's say you go 5 or 6 months, 5 years or whatever, hypothetically speaking, how long it may be. You go this amount of time, it makes science. What do you mean it makes science? I'm not understanding what you're saying. You said it makes science. And you all of a sudden clean yourself up and you start making plays, good plays. Then you might find yourself going back to the same path of destruction. But then you may end up getting cut from the team. You see what I'm saying? You may end up being cut from the team. You see what I'm saying? You might get another chance. You might not. You might end up getting in a car wreck, leaving from the game. Now you're dead. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying, everybody don't get chances over and over again. And when you do get the opportunity to get it up and clean it up and do right, When God keep giving you a million chances, you can't keep constantly going down the path of destruction. Like I said, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to slip up. You're going to do things you shouldn't do. You might say you're going to quit smoking cigarettes, whatever. And you might end up going back doing it. That don't make you a bad person. Just as long as you're not doing things in repetition, you're not constantly going back to your old habits on a regular basis. Slipping up from time to time again does not make you a bad person. I want you to understand that. Okay? 4835, what's good with you? Hope you're having a great, marvelous day. These things don't make y'all a bad person. However, when you're constantly doing them and repeating them on a day-to-day basis, at this point, you're showing God that you really don't want to get better. I don't care what you say. I'm not judging nobody on whatever they do. It don't matter what you do. I'm not judging you. But I'm saying if you constantly keep going back down the same rabbit hole, you're going to find yourself just like a hamster in the wheel. I'm just being honest with you. I'm being real. I'm keeping it a buck. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. You know, you got to show some change. Even if you slip up from time to time again. You might have went 5 or 6 months without smoking weed. You might have went 5 or 6 months without smoking cigarettes. You may go back. But as long as you, to me now, in my opinion, as long as you're showing consistency, and whatever that may be, I mean, you shouldn't be doing things, but unfortunately, it's the inevitable. Some things, like, I feel like, to me, like, I'm going to be honest with you. If you go out here and you cheat on your significant other, you cheat on your wife, your husband, or whatever, that's not a mistake. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it can be a mistake. I mean, you trying to be consistent. You might have cheated on your wife, your husband before in the past, and you might try not to do that again, but you may go down that road and do it again. But it ain't right. But I'm just saying, you don't want to make a habit out of doing these things. You don't need to be doing that at all. I'm just saying, if you cheating around on your husband and wife, that's not a mistake. You just did that just to do it out of, just to be doing it. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, you might have been going 5 or 6 years without cheating on your significant other or whatever, and you went back to doing it. You might have been consistent, but doing things that you shouldn't do is the inevitable. It's not an excuse. Like I said, it's not an excuse. You might have been in an abusive relationship. You might have not hit your wife. You might have not hit your husband. You might have not cheated them out of money, and then you might all of a sudden go back to doing that. It don't make it right, what I'm telling you. None of this don't make it right, what I'm telling you. It don't, okay? But if you're showing consistency, you slip up from time to time again, God can understand that you're trying to change and do better. Iran win or USA? I don't know, bro. That's irrelevant to this topic. I don't know nothing about that, man. I kind of like to stick on topic, y'all. Iran or USA? I don't know, bro. But today's topic, bro, I'm talking about being consistent is a must, but being consistent daily is the inevitable. That's what we're talking about today, man. I want to kind of stick to the topic. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what things have you done that you tried to be consistent. You might try to be consistent and you might be at football practice. You might say, man, I don't want to break my leg. I don't want to break my leg. I broke it last time. And you end up breaking it again. Sometimes, guys, what I need you guys to understand, when you think about something and you try not to make a mistake, sometimes that's when you end up making a mistake more. Sometimes you got to just let things come natural, man. Sometimes when you think about not making a mistake, you make a mistake. You might say, man, I'm not trying to drop this cup of water. You end up dropping the cup of water. It's the inevitable, guys. Suck it up, buttercup. These type of things are going to happen. That's why I call it life. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But when you constantly going down that path of destruction, and you constantly doing the same thing over and over again, it's showing that you haven't changed. If you do something to me more than 2-3 times, you're not trying to get better. You ain't trying to get better. I ain't talking about you make a mistake, you drop a cup of coffee, and you do it maybe 50 times in your whole career. Things like that gonna happen. I'm talking about careless mistakes. You're going out here, you blowing your engine up, not putting oil in the car. That's just stupid mistakes. You know what I'm saying? That's stupidity. That's careless mistakes. You go out here and cheating on your wife, your husband. That's a careless mistake. It's a mistake because you messed up. You shouldn't have done it. But it's a careless mistake. It's a difference between, maybe that's what I should have called this topic. Maybe I should have called it making careless mistakes and making mistakes. There's a difference. If you running and all of a sudden your ankle, you tear your ACL, you might have stretched, you might condition, then that right there is a mistake that you made. But if you go out there and you didn't stretch and you didn't do no type of warm-up drills and you go out there, that's a careless mistake. If you having sex with a woman and you don't wear protection, that is a careless mistake. If you just happen to be having sex with an individual and the rubber so happened to break, that's a mistake that just so happened. You know what I'm saying? That's a mistake that just so happened. That's what I kind of should have called it, but it is what it is, though. But anyway, y'all, just want to get on here and drop this vid. Like I said, this is kind of part 2 of what I talked about. I tried to get it off as best as I could. I understand it is what, 4:52 a.m. here, and I know back home it's 6:52 a.m. So I know it is Saturday. A lot of people probably still in the bed. It is what it is. I probably may do another video tomorrow. We'll see how that turns out. I didn't really want to make this video because I wasn't sure how the video was going to come out. I was hesitant, but I guess the video came out pretty good. I mean, I told people to let me know if I had great reception. I'm in Nevada, big dog. I'm in Nevada. That's all you need to know. I'm in Nevada. Yeah. I'm in Nevada. I'm on a cruise ship. I'm at a resort in Nevada, and we're getting on a cruise. My wife and I were getting on a cruise on Sunday. I don't want to really reveal that type of information, where I am exactly. Yeah, I'm having a blast, bro. I'm having a blast, man. Having a blast, man. Today, though, we was just talking about being consistent is a must. That was what we was talking about today. However, being consistent on a daily basis is the inevitable. I don't care how much you try not to do what you're doing. You're gonna make mistakes. Mini Pop, what's going on with you, Mini Pop? Cruise it up, big dog. I greatly appreciate that. Big Dip 1, what's good with you? It's the inevitable. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna curse somebody out. Even you might have went 5 or 6 years without cursing nobody out. You might have went about 5 or 6 years without having road rage. But you're gonna slip up again. And I'm not trying to tell you. See, a lot of times I think people, man, they you know what I mean? They think that I'm being negative. I'm not being negative, but I need you guys to understand, sometimes we beat ourselves up when we make mistakes. I greatly appreciate that, Zane 2303. We too hard on ourselves when we make mistakes. I'm not talking about a careless mistake. This right here, y'all, is a careless mistake. The doctor told you you're not supposed to have bacon. He said you don't need no, he said you can eat bacon, but you can only eat 3 pieces, you eat 30 pieces. That is a careless mistake. That's a careless mistake. He said you eat 6 pieces. He said eat 3 pieces. He didn't say eat 6 pieces of bacon. That's a careless mistake. If the doctor tells you you eat 2-3 pieces of bacon and you're doing everything that's right, and so happen something else happens, that's just a mistake. You know, you might have been driving and you got in a car wreck, somebody ran into you, you know what I'm saying, you had your gospel music on, blah, 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 blah. That's different. That was a a mistake that just happened. So there is a difference. That's why I need you all to get that there's a difference between a careless mistake and just making mistakes. So I kind of tied this in with multiple topics, and the reason I did that, guys, is just because I wasn't sure how my video was going to come out. Like I said, I was just standing outside, and the video that I just did, it didn't come out that great. So I had to step aside to do this video right here. So anyway, y'all, I'm done with the vid. I want y'all to be good, be blessed, all that other good stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and end it. If I'm lying, I'm flying, y'all. If I'm lying, I'm flying. All right, that's going to be the end of it. I'm going to go ahead and end it in a prayer, and that's going to be a wrap. Okay, I don't want to really be too loud. People tell me my voice carries. However, I'm trying to get this content off. Go outside, the reception is very bad. And, you know, making long content videos, and it's only giving me 8 minutes of the video. It's giving me 8 minutes of a 23-minute video. That'd be pissing me off. So I think this is pretty good. I think job well done. This was actually part 2 of somewhat what I was talking about. So guys, this is part 2 of the video. Like I said, make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe button, okay? Make sure you do that for me. Please, sir, please, ma'am, do that. It's gonna help the algorithm, guys. Also, I need you guys to do this. It's somebody out there who needs to hear the message. Somebody needs to hear this message. There's somebody going through these things. A lot of people out there in life, they may be making mistakes, and they might feel like, well, damn, I'm not good enough. It don't make that you're not good enough. This means you are human at the end of the day, and you make mistakes. You just gotta dust yourself off and try it again. Just don't be out here making careless mistakes. There is a difference between making a mistake and a careless mistake. There is a difference, guys. Listen, y'all. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Blessings. I'm out of here, y'all. I'm out of here like last year. All right? I'm going to say a prayer and end it. That's it. Heavenly Father, Lord, Thank you for this day today, Lord. This day that was not promised, but let us see it anyhow. Lord, I know I was kind of all over the place with this topic, but I'm going to just call it, there's a difference between careless mistakes and making mistakes, and the inedible, being consistent is the inedible. Something I figured out. Listen, I'm out here like last year. Cook, boom. Sorry, y'all, if I was all over the place. Just want to make great, excellent content for you guys. I'm out here. But as you can see, even sometimes I make mistakes. You see, I just made a bunch of mistakes here with my content. It happens. It is what it is. It's not the end of the day. I'm out of here, y'all. Love you. Peace.